Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me in this innocent wisdom meditation. A gentle yet powerful meditation designed to bring peace, soothe physical tension, and highlight the pearls of inner wisdom within all of us. In this meditation, we will explore how to keep our hearts and minds open and curious as a child, while remaining anchored in the clarity and discernment of our deep inner wisdom. This unique balance prevents us from slipping into the naivety of creating worst-case scenarios and fears, but stay in the wu-wei flow, moving through this magical journey of our life. We will also discover how to set healthy boundaries in our relationships, while confidently pursuing our dreams and growing into our most profound potential. So if you're ready to begin, as always, I believe meditation should be simple, straightforward. Whether you're sitting or lying, take a moment to shuffle around and find that sweet spot. So if you're disturbed by anything in the other room, perhaps you shut a door, maybe you put a pillow under your head, maybe wrap a blanket around you, whatever puts you into a comfortable position. And then for a few moments, just allow your body to settle. Don't rush. Don't force. Wait until it feels right for you. Notice where your hands and your arms are. Notice your shoulders. I really like the idea of the center line meditation. And perhaps we can do that together now. Just imagine a center line, like a core of an apple, from the highest point in your head. And slowly, in your mind's eye, trace it down, behind your eyes and your nose, between your ears. That's good. Behind your mouth, through the center of your throat, between your shoulders, down through the center of your chest, between your hips, and out between your legs. And take a moment to establish that center line. And when you have, now use it to bring yourself into a physical balance, so the head is neither not too forward or back, neither left nor right, just floating, balanced on the center line. The same with your shoulders, not one higher than the other, not too far forward or back. Listen to your body and find that sweet spot. Your chest, your rib cage, and your hips. Slowly scan down through your body and find those balances. Take your time. Become aware. Make any adjustments you need to make. And you'll find a sense of calm as the tension begins to melt away. And this is something you can do anytime. And like everything, the more you do it, the better you become at it. It's natural, simple. It's who you are, living in balance. And we can take it one step further. Just imagine using that center line as the guide and breathe down through the center. Try not to rush. Don't compare or judge yourself. Just be in this moment and observe. Observe the breath entering and leaving your body. Nothing more. Notice the rhythm. Notice the depth of your breath. Notice how your breath and your body cooperate. Find a rhythm that's right for you, unique to you. And you may be surprised. A sense of tranquility. You may want to explore how deep you can breathe. How soft you can become. And when you find the balance and the rhythm of the breath that's right for you, from this place of deep inner stillness, we can now focus the mind. In your mind's eye, picture a beautiful, vast meadow. Perhaps it's something you've been to in your life. Perhaps it's something you can imagine. A beautiful meadow beneath a warm, golden blue sky. Focus more and see the grass swaying in the gentle breeze. As you focus even closer, notice the sunlight shimmers on the tiny droplets of dew. You may even imagine the fragrant scent of the wild flowers as you breathe deeper. This is a nice place, a good place, a place that represents your inner child's playground, a realm of wonder and curiosity, a place that the part of your mind that we call the inner child can be creative, just as you're doing now, creating possibility. Using your imagination. Perhaps you can picture your inner child in the meadow, playing, innocent, tender. This is a vibrant part of who you are. Notice how when a child discovers something new, something for the first time, the innocence and the openness to explore, the joy, the inner joy. Maybe you'll be able to remember how it felt to believe in magic, to see the world unclouded by others' expectations or judgments. Can you remember that? Can you remember the days when you held the excitement of seeing tiny miracles? An insect, a plant, a rainbow. Take a moment to connect to your inner child. Smile in acknowledgement. offering that togetherness, reassurance, and create a wonderful feeling of love. Because that part of you still exists. And as we breathe, there's nothing strange here. We all yearn to be seen, cherished. We all want that gentle hand of guidance. To be free, but supported. Because sometimes we lose these dreams, these childlike dreams. They become overshadowed by the day-to-day drudgery and the never-ending challenges. It's like we're on a treadmill, or maybe we weighed down by criticism, comparing, being judged by others, but sometimes by ourselves. But never doubt and never turn away from this part of you, this inner child, because it's still alive. It's still there. It still has the same energy and eagerness to explore. It's still capable of marveling at life's small joys. Noticing how even imagining this sunlit meadow rekindles the spark of awe and innocence. Never forget that part of you, that capacity for creativity, hope, and dreams. And we can go one step further. We can invite our Shen spirituality to join the party. Shen represents your unwavering source of innate self-value and worth. A deep inner wisdom. You may call it your intuition. Inner knowing, maybe gut feeling. But as you breathe and go deeper, it's always been there, alongside the inner child, like a calm and steady compass. When we listen and connect, it guides us. But it guides us with flexibility, with a gentleness and a flow. Not being anchored in dreams of what-ifs. The Shen is different. The intuition is anchored in truth, balance, and authenticity. Because this is your innate worth. This is your value. This is your birthright. Nobody can add to it. Nobody can take away from it. Could you imagine that? Imagine that spirit as a warm, steady glow. In balance with your inner child. It can offer the clarity, the guidelines, but without criticism, without judging, without being sarcastic. It can offer encouragement without judgment. What would that be like? How would the child respond to that? Our Shen, our spirit stands as a guardian, supporting and encouraging the childlike part of us that yearns to run free, that yearns to experience the fullness of life. But like a wise, loving parent, full of wisdom and compassion, perhaps the parent the inner child has always longed for, the Shen watches, guides, educates, informs. They're a team together. And you can imagine them joining hands, symbolizing a partnership of innocence and wisdom, coming together into a oneness. There's no conflict between these two. The opposite, they enhance each other, forming a beautiful synergy that allows you to dream, but without fears, allows you to honor your deepest values without surrender, compromise, letting go. For instance, the inner child might sometimes cling to the idea of perfection. If only the world was perfect, if only I was perfect, then everything would fall neatly into place. Have you ever thought something like that? Take a deep breath. And you can release that pressure, and you can remind yourself, like the Shen speaking to you, that perfection, in truth, is an illusion. Perfection is just a perception, because real life lies in imperfection, in learning. Just like one of these wildflowers. It's not perfect. It's nature. You can see that each one is unique. Each one is different. But it moves. It embraces seasonal transformations. It respects nature. It flows. And when we join the inner child and the Shen, we too can accept our vulnerabilities and limitation. If you listen closely, you can hear Shen whispering, "We are enough. Enough just as we are. We are innately worthy, and we are deserving of love, growth, and I want to enjoy this journey together." And with that thought, notice the wild flowers in our playground of the meadow. They don't judge themselves. They don't say, "My petals are better than yours." They don't fight the breeze. They flow effortlessly. They're part of the meadow of nature. They don't need permission. They are unique. Like us. Uniquely beautiful. And this simplicity of nature can inspire us to approach each day with an innocent heart, open to the wonder and the wise mind of truth. Because when these two qualities unite, we can make choices that resonate with our values, with our beliefs, what we stand for, our principles. And even when we're uncertain, which we will be, we cannot be future-proofed. We live in the unknown. We have to be adaptable, flexible. And we can just return, like we can now, to our breath. We can find our center. We can come into balance. Because in this balance we can trust ourselves. And even though the inner child may not want to hear this, when we trust ourselves, we're open for learning. We're open to making mistakes. We begin to understand the voice of our Shen spirit as it gently and compassionately tells us what weighs us down or holds us back doesn't serve you, little one. It doesn't serve our Shen. It doesn't serve anything. It's time to let go. It's time to walk a new path. Because we are unbreakable. We are a unique team. There is no one in the universe like us. So going back to that concept of criticism, comparing and being judgmental, what others think of us, what they say, is meaningless. In fact, what others think about you is really none of your business. You already have enough on your plate to find your balance, to live your life. And through this awareness, we can take comfort in knowing that our inner child and Shen, our spirit, are always there. And we can join them. We can all join together in this beautiful party of spiritual oneness. The child within seeks joy, creativity and connection, while Shen offers clear insight, steady reassurance. And we're walking on the Wu-Wei path, where we can both achieve what we want in harmony. Perhaps as you breathe now, you can imagine, picture them in your mind's eye, walking together along the winding trail in the meadow, the child excitedly pointing to each butterfly, finding a hidden blossom, and the Shen gracefully guiding the steps, keeping you sure-footed and true to yourself, being part of the harmonious dance, understanding that this is who we are, reminds us we don't need to choose between innocence and wisdom. We don't need to lose any of them. They can coexist within us, because they both make us unique. That is the spark that makes us who we truly are, unique and awesome. And from this oneness, this togetherness, a gentle wave, a wave of love, gratitude flow, the bringing together of all parts of you, all parts of your being, has a wonderful effect of peace and contentment. And we recognize that love and support starts with us. We offer it to ourselves, allowing the innocence to merge with the inner wisdom. You can do that now. We can do it together. Allow the corners of your mouth to gently rise in a soft smile. And breathe and celebrate that inner unity. And relax more and make this moment sacred, because we hold everything we need. We can awaken our passions, we can reaffirm our worth, and we can reconnect with our true purpose. And with practice, with softness, this can be a source of tranquility and renewal, a coming together, a oneness. And you can create a bridge, unbreakable, between your inner child's innocence and your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. So whatever you encounter, whether it's external difficulties, challenges, or moments of doubt or stress, you can come back to this sacred meadow, this serene landscape, and you can let your inner child play and your Shen guide. You can revisit this sanctuary in your mind whenever you need reassurance, whenever you want to touch the spark of inspiration, or just have a reminder of everything you hold within yourself. And you'll be surprised, you'll be shocked that the path opens up, almost magically. How do I know this? How do you know this? Because it always has. You can always cope. You always have done. We are just talking about coping in flow, more naturally, living in an environment, both externally and internally, being flexible, resilient, being soft, noticing right now the rise and fall of your chest, and noticing that sacred stillness deep in your heart. And you can take a few moments but this is your space. You are blessed. Because moving forward, you can do it authentically, spiritually. You can bring these insights into your everyday life. They've always been there. No one has given them to you. No one can take them away from you. Because when you're connected to this truth, this honesty of who you are, this influences the way you speak, act, connect to yourself and others. You can walk and live with a calm assurance, with a light, open-hearted, natural flow, innocent and wise, open and playful, yet knowing your boundaries, in harmony. This is who you are. This is your birthright. This is your path. This is your journey of self-discovery and self-compassion. Have the courage to recognize your vulnerability. Have the openness to let in joy. But above all, have the commitment to honor your inner truth. Just before we finish, perhaps you can place your hands over your chest and soften, and take a few deep, grounding breaths. Become aware of that steady drum of life, that flow. See if you can become aware of that inner knowing that guides you. And know right now, you can set the course, the path that you want to walk. Trusting your inner knowledge. Trusting yourself in making decisions. Trust with practice the inner child and Shen become one, walking side by side, united, whole. Step by small step, each day, find this stillness. Celebrate yourself. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. And as we come towards the end of this meditation, perhaps say a few affirmations. I honor the innocent child within me. This is my source of awe and wonder. I connect to my Shen, my inner knowing that guides me with clarity and truth. I trust in the natural unfolding of my life, knowing that I will learn from each step, from each mistake. I will grow wiser. I take responsibility to make my inner child safe, loved and valued. I am one. I am at peace. I am unique. And finally, I am a radiant being of joy and light. I am grounded in truth and integrity. So just take a few breaths and I'll gently count you out to 7. Or if you want to, stay longer and find your own way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And keep that softness for a few moments. I'd always recommend giving yourself a little shake. And let's take our final deep breath together. And so can I thank you for joining me in this meditation? And I look forward to sharing some sacred times with you in the future. So until then, Yi Dao, Qi Dao.